broadcast production of Artist in Trouble. We would like at this time to please ask you to turn off your cell phones, your beepers, buzzers, castanets, your pigeons, whatever you might have if you're close. This is what we call in the theater world a two-act play, which means after the first act there'll be a 10-minute intermission, which I'm sure many of you are already looking forward to. There is something we would like you to do during the intermission and afterwards, and Lola will explain that to you. This is Lola Less, I'm the director.
Oh, thank you. Harrison Matthews, the playwright. Well, Harrison wanted me to mention that the artwork in this gallery is for sale, so if anyone's interested in inquiring on prices or more information on the artist, please come up to myself or Harrison and we'll direct you to Patrick, the associate director of the theater, and that should take care of that. And I just wanted to... We're extending for 2 weeks, and this show has totally grown on word of mouth. It's been such a joy. We've got some return people, which is really great, and don't be afraid to laugh. And I just want to mention to you that this is an original script with original music. The musicians here helped write the music, and the actors helped develop the songs, and we've got 11 Minnesota actors and Minnesota musicians and a Minnesota playwright, and this is, you're all part of this. So it's not a play you've seen before, and so it's really exciting, and I hope this is one of those experiences where you can say I was here once. So thank you very much and enjoy.
Thank you.
What does it look like I'm doing?
It looks like you're about to jump off a 7-story ledge of a building.
Well, I'm sorry, but all of the 8th-story ledges were already booked!
Mortimer, jumping off a building won't solve any, no matter how many ledges it has.
Sure will. It'll solve everything.
Oh, but Mortimer...
Don't come any closer. I'll jump. I will! And then I won't be able to say my monologue!
Sorry.
Do you ever notice how when you're really high up, everything below you looks so small?
Yes. I think it has something to do with perspective.
Yes, I think you're right. Quite a view, though. All the little cars, the little people, the little streets of Minneapolis. That's where it all started, Marcia. Down there, on those little streets. I was staying at Mr. Pennypacker's rooming house for struggling artists, itinerant shoe salesmen, and financially solvent alcoholics. I was months behind on the rent. My girlfriend had dumped me. I hadn't eaten in 3 days. I was down to my last stick of charcoal, my last scrap of canvas, my last tube of vermilion red. I was an artist. I was in trouble.
If nowhere to say again, how would go and
away. Go away.
Open up, Hopper! I know you are in there!
Just a minute. Be right there.
Open this door, Hopper!
Won't be but a moment. Be right with you. Why, Mr. Pennypacker, but how did you know?
It's an old landlord's trick. You knock on the front door, then run around to the back.
What a pleasant surprise. Well, won't you please come in?
Hey, you can drop the smooth talk, Hopper. You know why I'm here.
Would you like something to drink? I could reheat some coffee.
I didn't come here for your reheated coffee.
Would you care for an Altoid? I got 3 left. Here, take them all.
I don't want your Altoids, Hopper. You know what I want.
This wouldn't have anything to do with the rent, would it?
Of course it has to do with the rent. It has everything to do with the rent. It has only to do with the rent. Did you think this was a social club? Do you think I like coming down to this roach-infested rat trap, having to squeeze money out of each and every tenant? And you are the worst. Now, hand it over.
Oh, you want the rent? Well, I'm sorry, but I'm a little short this month, Mr. Pennypacker, but I should have it by next month.
Next month? That's what you said last month, and the month before that. Well, your time is running out, Hopper.
Mr. Pennypacker, please. I'm in the middle of a painting. It's my best work yet. Look. What do you think, huh? I'm entering in the Groveland Art Gallery Starving Artist Contest. It's only 3 days away. First prize is $10,000. My painting is sure to win.
Hopper,
In fact, I'm so sure my painting is going to win, I will give you this painting in lieu of the rent.
Hopper, just shut up.
No, don't thank me, Mr. You've been more than kind in the past. This is the least I can do. Now, would you like it framed? That'll be a little extra, but...
Hey, I don't want your lousy painting. I've got a basement full of your lousy paintings. They are worthless.
Well, maybe now they're worthless, but someday when I'm discovered...
Let me give you a word of advice, Hopper. Give it up. You are never going to be discovered. There is nothing there to discover.
Mr. Pennypacker, this is no time for humor.
Hey, I'm a landlord. I don't have a sense of humor, Hopper.
Well, I don't care. I'll never stop painting.
Your painting? What's your painting ever done for you? Look at you. You are wasting away. You have nothing to wear but filthy rags. You live in a pigsty. And you need a bath.
Well, if you turn the water back on...
Well, never mind about the water. You know, Hopper, it's tenants like you that give slumlords like me a bad name. Why don't you clean the place up? Why don't you clean yourself up? Take some good old American pride in who you are. Forget about this painting.
I don't want to do the dishes, take a mop and swab the floor, clean the oven, wipe the counter, boil hinges on the door, take a bath, wash my hair, wash my teeth, and my teeth. I don't want to do it, I don't want to do it, I just want to paint.
He wants to paint.
I want to paint.
He wants to paint.
I want to paint, I want to paint, I want to paint.
Expecting someone over, like maybe the bill collector?
I pay my bills, eventually. Gloria!
Hello, Mortimer.
Gloria, you've come back! That's great! You know, the rent's due.
I have not come back, Mortimer. I have merely stopped by to pick up the rest of my things.
I thought you took everything the night you left.
Not quite everything. I Still have some bobby pins in the medicine cabinet.
The bobby pins, I was kind of hoping you'd leave the bobby pins, as a memento.
Hey, forget the bobby pins. What about the rent?
Mr. Pennypacker, please, this is no time to bring up such a vulgar subject. Can't you see I'm trying to win back the love of my life? The dream of my destiny? The Aphrodite of my amour?
If only I was the Aphrodite of your amour, Mortimer. Maybe then things would have turned out differently. But alas, it was not to be. For you have a love before me, a love with which I cannot compete. You have art.
Huh? Can he pay the rent?
But boy,
Oh, Mortimer. I didn't ask for much. If only you'd taken me to a movie once in a while, or given me flowers, or bought me a diamond ring. Maybe then I'd still be by your side.
you know I can't afford movies and flowers.
I have needs, Mortimer. Many, many, many needs.
Tell me about it.
But if you're willing to change, Mortimer, if you're willing to work on a relationship, maybe then I could take you back. Are you, Mortimer? Are you willing to change?
I don't want to take a walk, drink some coffee, have a talk, send you flowers, count the hours, write you poems, buy you homes, call you honey, give you money, hold your hand, see a play, kiss hello, kiss goodbye, or even ask how was your day. I just want to paint.
He wants to paint.
I want to paint.
He wants to paint.
I want to paint. I want to paint. I want to paint. Oh, come on in. Uncle Freddie.
Hi, Morty, how's it going?
I only see you at family reunions and funerals. Sometimes it's hard to tell the difference. I sure hope someone hasn't died, like maybe a rich relative.
No such luck, kid. I'm here for a completely different reason. The family's worried sick about you. Your mother gets a new gray hair every day. Your father's ulcers are getting ulcers. Even the family dog's down in the dumps.
What about the cat?
The cat is on the roof. Now look, Morty, I'll give it to you straight. You've tried this artist thing long enough. It's time you got a real job. With some real potential. Now there's an opening down at the office, see? I can pull a few strings and bam, you're on a road to success.
Uncle Freddie,
Now, you'll have to start on the ground floor. Well, maybe the basement. But you can work your way up. 15, 20 years, you'll be just like me. An insurance representative.
Uncle Freddie, I can't sell insurance.
I'm sure you can, kid. It's easy. Just watch me. Good afternoon, madam. And good afternoon, sir, and how are you today? Well, great. That's just great. I'm fine, too, thanks for asking. Certainly is a beautiful day, isn't it? But that's not why I feel great. No, sir. It could be raining cats and dogs, or mice and men, or peas and parakeets for all I care. I wouldn't mind one little bit. No, sir. Why, you ask? I'm glad you asked. I feel great because I've got security. Now, security starts with S, and S comes after P. And P stands for peace of mind, and there's an I in peace of mind that puts me in mind of insurance. Now, we're not getting any younger, none of us are. Our golden years are right around the corner, and my company's new policy with its generous terms is just the ticket to the peace of mind you've been looking for. If 5 will get you 10, 10 will get you 20. You can't argue with that, sir, can you, sir? No, sir. You can't get better odds than any track in the country. Hialeah, Pimlico, or even Canterbury Park. Win, place, or show. Bifecta, trifecta, daily double. You'll stay out of trouble with my company's new, improved, gold-plated, guaranteed. Do you hear that sound, sir? That's the sound of opportunity knocking. No strings attached life insurance policy. So just put your John Hancock right there on a dotted line, and you'll be on the way to the peace of mind you so richly deserve. Not tomorrow, not the day after, but right here, right now, right today. What am I saying? See, kid? Piece of cake. Now we'll have to clean you up a little bit. Get your haircut, new suit. You're gonna have to wear shoes, kid. So what do you say?
I don't want to sell insurance, swing a board, shovel dirt, paint a house, mow the lawn, or fix a Ford. Run a key punch, drive a cab, work within the media, wait on tables, clean out stables, or sell encyclopedias. I just want to paint.
He wants to paint.
I want to paint.
He wants to paint.
I want to paint, I want to paint, I want to paint. Now get out of here! All of you!
Hopper.
Get out!
Hopper, the end of the month is in 3 days. If you don't have rent by then, you are out.
I'm leaving for Portugal in 3 days, Mortimer. There's a doctor there who wants to marry me. We met on the internet. 3 days, Mortimer, and then I'm gone.
Marty! I got you an interview with Human Resources in 4 days.
Say, Uncle Freddie!
What, kid?
Can you bump that appointment so it's 3 days from now?
Sure, kid.
Thanks. Bobby pins.
That was Marcia Maliodoris. Let's give her a big round of applause. And now, for our next and final poet, please welcome Larry Lagaria. In other words, me. This poem is titled, Fuck the Establishment. Fuck the establishment. Fuck the establishment. Fuck the establishment. Thank you. Well, it isn't my old pal, Mortimer Willowallow Hopper, obscure relative of Edward Hopper, the famous American landscapist. How's it going?
Well, let's see. I'm about to get evicted, My girlfriend has dumped me, and I haven't eaten in 3 days.
Same old, eh? Say, did you like my poem?
Yeah, it was great.
Okay, well, I'm working on another one. It's called Fuck the Intellectual. It goes like this. Fuck the intellectual. Fuck the intellectual.
Some other time, Larry.
Well, okay, I'll be performing it at the Save the Wawa rally.
Save the what?
Wawa. It's a charitable institution for widows and orphans of Western artists. The greedy acreage agglomeration wants to knock down their building and put in a PIG Fridays. We need to raise $10,000 to stop the foreclosure. You want to come?
I'm going to save the Wawa Rally, Mortimer. You could ride with me.
Thanks, but I can't. I've got a painting I've got to finish. I'm entering the Groveland Art Gallery Starving Artist Contest.
Oh, that. Why bother?
What do you mean, why bother?
What do you mean? What do I mean? I mean, why bother? Didn't you know Hardy Silverspoon is entering that contest too?
No, I didn't, but so?
So, Hardy Silverspoon wins everything. In fact, he just received another grant from the McBlythe Foundation, twice as large as the last one.
Well, that's great. It's...
And at his last opening, he sold every one of his paintings the first night. Some of them even twice. And Benjamin Blessner, the art critic, has nothing but praise to say about Hardy's latest work. And I quote, Hardy Silverspoon's concept of spatial relationships is so daring, so forceful, so forcefully innovative, so evocative of insouciant abstraction that it's hard to imagine any other artist capable of equaling, much less surpassing Hardy's latest work.
Yes, that's great. That's really nice. I read that too. That's...
Boy, Hardy's ship sure has come in.
Ah, ain't it something? And I think we knew him when he was just like me, or you.
Yeah.
And nobody.
Yeah, that's something, Larry. Hey, you haven't seen Gloria around, have you?
Why, yes. She was in here a while ago with Hardy.
What?
They went out to take a walk around Lake of the Piles.
What?
Here's Hardy now.
Hello, Mortimer.
Hello, Hardy.
Hello, Gloria.
Hello, Marcia.
So, Mortimer, Gloria tells me you're entering the Groveland Art Gallery Starving Artist Contest.
Yes, I am. What about it?
Ah, nothing. I just wanted to wish you good luck.
Thanks. You too.
Now, Hardy, would you want to grab my hand?
Oh, naturally.
Everybody's talking about Hardy. He's on the tip of every tongue. He gets invited to all the best parties. I get invited to none. He's going with the girls that used to spurn him. He's recognized by the major media. Everybody's talking about Hardy, and then nobody's talking about me. Now,
Everybody's talking about Hardy. He's on
human body, you are drawing shapes and forms. You do not draw a leg. You draw a cylinder. You do not draw a head. You draw a sphere. You do not draw. Well, you get the point.
Professor Bender!
Enter. Why, if it isn't Mortimer Willwaller Hopper, obscure relative of Edward Hopper, the famous American landscapist. Here is one of my best students. Here is a true artist. Here is a man who does not quit.
Professor Bender? I quit.
What do you mean you quit?
What do you mean, what do I mean? I mean I quit. I'm done. Through. Kaput. Finished. Well, finito. End of the line, man. And he went out of the pool. The fat lady, she's singing.
Now, what are you saying?
What am I saying? What I'm saying is that I'm tired. I'm tired of pursuing my stupid, moronic, idiotic dreams. Professor Bender, I finally realized that I have no talent.
It's nonsense. Nonsense.
It's not nonsense. I'm flat broke. I'm being evicted in 3 days. My girlfriend has left me for some pretentious fucking poser. And why? Because of this. Because of these stupid scratches on paper, these colored smearings on canvas, and it's all crap. I'm starving to death because of crap.
Well, if you're done, I guess you're done. Here, let me help you.
What are you doing?
I
Stop
thought
that.
you said you quit.
I'm no good at anything.
Oh.
Even quitting.
Or a little Mortimer. Thinks he's got it so hard. Now, did you think that everything was going to be handed to you on a silver platter? Did you think that great art was going to come without great struggle?
No, it's just that I've been thinking. My uncle said he could get me a job at his company.
What?
Yeah, you know, I could start at the bottom, work my way up, maybe be a rep, you know, sell insurance.
Insurance? There is no insurance for an artist.
Professor, I'm at the end of my rope!
When an artist reaches the end of his rope, he learns to fly. What makes the great apes great?
Adversity.
What makes the waiter wait?
Adversity.
What makes the eagle soar? The lion roar.
Adversity?
Nah, it's just in their nature.
Adversity, it's good for you, it's good for me. It helps to make the tallest tree. We're talking about...
They're talking about. Now, take that little ant. He's got quite a task. But just to move that little plant, that's all he'll ever ask. To set his hopes so high, it's just like in the song. It's a case of do or die. He knows Sinatra can't be wrong. Now, do you think that little ant hisses and moans about his lot in life? He does not. He doesn't even think about what he's doing. He just does it. Fact is, let me put it this way. He doesn't think about his lot in life. He just doesn't. His brain's too small. Now, the artist is the same way. Take Warhol, for instance.
Well, thanks for being gallant and all your nice encouragement. But since I have no talent, I'm afraid that everything is wet.
In one ear and out the other, that's always been your way. I talk and talk and talk. You don't hear a word I say. You're the best there is the best, and don't you ever doubt it. And if anyone should ever ask, I won't say it, I will shout it.
The rooftops if you want, it really matters not. I'm a pretender, a hack. All my work is rot. I know nothing of it. My taste in color's awful. My subject matter stinks. Why, it should be unlawful.
For you to talk like this, let me tell you, I won't stand it. I taught you everything I know, and now you want to can it? You want to sell insurance just to pay the rent? Why, it would be much better if you lived inside a tent.
You really think I have talent?
Of course you do. Every artist goes through this. But those that don't quit, those that don't turn away at the first sign of trouble, they are the true artists.
But what if I fail?
Better to be a failed artist than the lead actor in Birth of a Salesman.
Adversity is good for you, it's good for me, it helps you make the tallest tree. We're talking about adversity.
Professor Bentley, you're right. I'm going back to my studio, and I'm going to finish my painting, and I'm going to win the Growling Art Gallery Starving Artist Contest.
Well, back to work.
Yes. You heard me correctly, Mr. Petronius. Cherry on Spoon, the latest work by Hardy Silverspoon, is now being offered for sale. How much? Well, it is a silver spoon. But for such a loyal customer as yourself, I'm willing to come down a little in price. How does $50,000 sound? Fine. We'll ship you the painting as soon as your check clears. Bye-bye. Sylvia, would you send Mr. Silverspoon in, please?
Yes, Miss Wormwood!
Oh, Mr. Silverspoon, how nice of you to come. I've got great news for you. We've sold another of your paintings.
How much?
Why, all of it, dear. Well, the market is a bit tight right now, but I was able to squeeze a few pennies out of that crusty old miser. Now, let's see. Minus our 80% commission, plus our shipping and handling fees, plus our finder's fees, not to mention miscellaneous expenses, and not to mention non-miscellaneous expenses. That leaves you with $5,187.43. Before taxes, of course.
Well, but what about all the things that we talked
Don't
about?
thank me, I'm just doing my job. There you go, ta-ta, now run along. And remember, keep painting. Yes?
Miss Warwood, there's a young bohemian woman here to see you.
Does she have an appointment?
Do you have an appointment? No?
Does she wish to purchase some art?
Do you wish to purchase some art? No?
Well, I'm sorry then, but I'm much too
Miss
busy.
Wormwood,
I'm sorry, but...
Sorry, Miss Wormwood. I need to...
My dear young lady, this is the Groveling Gallery. We observe a certain decorum here. People do not simply barge into my office demanding my attention. Now, you go back into the outer office and we'll try this again. Yes.
Miss Wormwood, there's a young bohemian woman here to see you.
Does she have an appointment?
Do you have an appointment? Wormwood, please.
Oh, very well, young lady. What can I do for you?
Well, there's nothing you can do for me, but there is something you can do for the man I love.
And whom would that be?
Mortimer Willowallow Hopper, obscure relative of Edward Hopper, the famous American landscapist. You see, he entered your starving artist contest.
Oh, but my dear young lady, Hardy Silverspoon is going to win the contest. Everyone knows that.
But Mortimer never wins anything. He never sells anything. And he just tries so hard. He's just an artist, a poor starving artist.
Yes, dear, I'm sure he is. But there are many poor struggling artists in this world, and we cannot cuddle each and every one of them. I run an art gallery, not a nursery. Now run along, dear. I'm sure you're needed in some soup line somewhere. And try not to be too downhearted. Remember, Van Gogh didn't become successful until after he died.
Well, I don't know if Mortimer can wait that long.
Well, I'm sure the rest of us can. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have many price tags to add zeros to.
Yes, Miss Wormwood.
Sylvia, could you send yourself in, please?
Yes, Miss Wormwood.
Sylvia, have you finished going through all the paintings entered in our starving artist contest?
Yes, Miss Wormwood.
And have you determined which is the worst one?
Yes, Miss Wormwood. Ugh, that would be the one painted by Mortimer Willowallow Hopper. Obscure relative of Edward Hopper, the famous American landscapist. Do you want me to throw it out?
No, of course not, dear. That is the painting that will win.
Miss Wormwood, excuse me, but that does not make any sense.
The value of art has nothing to do with sense.
But why would you want the worst painting to win?
Because the worst painters are the most prolific. And after he wins the contest, we'll sign him to our ironclad, lifetime and beyond, 80% cut contract. We'll own every single painting he's ever done.
Yeah, but who would ever buy them?
Oh, Sylvia, you have so much to learn. Tell me, who do you think should win the starving artist contest?
Well, Hardy Silverspoon, of course. Everybody knows that.
And how do you think Mr. Silverspoon will feel when he loses the biggest contest of the year to a no-talent bum like Mortimer Willowallow Hopper?
Well, I imagine he'll feel terrible. I imagine anyone would.
Exactly. He may even become angry. He may even become very angry. Angry enough to perhaps...
Wormwood, are you suggesting what I think you're suggesting?
Probably. If what you think I'm suggesting begins with an M.
And then a U.
And then an R.
And then
And we don't have to spell it out, Sylvia. It bores the audience.
So you mean I don't get to say that stuff about how if we get Hardy Silver Spoon to murder Mortimer Willow Wallow Hopper, all of Mr. Hopper's paintings will soar in value?
No. It's already been implied.
How about the only good artist is a dead artist?
Sorry.
I never get any good lines.
Think how the audience feels. Besides, this scene is not about your getting good lines. This scene is about us hatching our nefarious plot and then leading into the next song.
Yeah, whatever.
Sylvia? Sylvia, don't you have something to say? About artists? About the way we treat them?
It doesn't seem a very nice way to treat an artist.
It isn't. You gotta treat 'em bad. You gotta make 'em mad. An artist is no good unless he's mad. You string 'em right along. You do a dancing song. Then you break his heart and treat him like a cat. No matter what he paints or carves, just do your best to see he stars. Because an artist is no good. No! An artist is no good. An artist is no good unless he's mad.
I just had an idea. A fabulous, awful idea. It's a way to have our cake and eat it too. It will increase our artist value to the ultimate degree. And though it's slightly illegal, what's that to you and me?
Well, what is it?
We'll make them fight a duel that follows just one rule. The winner gets the money and the girl. But we'll poison Hardy's maid and serve Hopper lemonade. Poison with a special little pearl.
Why, Sylvia, how'd you ever think of such a thing?
Hamlet, Act 4, Scene 6.
How so very Danish.
Then we'll take their art and shove it down the throats of those who love it. And in the end, we'll all be well fed. Because an artist is no good. No! An artist is no good. An artist is no good unless he's dead.
Sylvia, why don't you pay a visit to Mortimer Willow Wallow Hopper, obscure relative of Edward Hopper, the famous American landscapist, and take him one of our contracts? Hello, Shitty Pages. I'd like to speak to your art critic, please. That's right. Mr. Blaster. Mr. Benjamin Blaster.
Miss Woman, of course. See you there. I say, Theo, everything is working out smashingly. Oh, yes, indeed. After tomorrow night's opening, we shall finally be able to realize our dream of retiring to Kennetonka Wood. Nothing but SUVs and cappuccino. What's that? Well, yes. I will miss being the premier art critic of Minneapolis. It has been fun. Lord knows it. I've done what I can do for this town. I've given it the best years of my life. The best months, then? Jeez. But it really has been fun. Well, Theo, I must dash off now, so... well, I really don't have time. Oh, no, don't start up, don't, oh, I can't stand it when you start up. Oh, okay, just one, and then I really have to go, and this time, can I lead? It's great to be a critic, it's really, really great. You sit around on your arse while the other slobs create. You point out their flaws, make sure to enumerate where others have gone wrong, or you expectorate. I can't be more specific, it's really quite terrific to be paid to be a cynic. It's so great to be a critic when I'm old and arthritic and addicted to emetics. I wish I never quit it. It's so great to be a critic. Just learn a few catchphrases like this composition stinks, or this choice of colors awful, you should wash it down the sink, or sometimes just say nothing with merely lift an eyebrow. It drives the people mad. They think you're such a highbrow. I can't be more specific. It's really quite terrific to be paid to be a cynic. It's so great to be a critic. When I see a triptych, I speak in terms so cryptic. They say I am elliptic. It's great to be a critic. People value your opinion, though they really can't say why. And so you suck it to them, just like Captain Bligh. You're feted and you're honored, invited to all the shows. Why, I haven't bought a ticket since Cats. I can't be more specific. It's really quite terrific to be paid to be a cynic. It's so great to be a critic. I really must admit it. It's fun to be sadistic. I sometimes go ballistic. It's great to be a critic.
patrons of the arts.
I must have that painting hanging on the wall. It would look so lovely hanging in my hall. The colors match my furniture. The size is right of that, I'm sure.
And its value will endure for the patrons of the arts. Here comes the critic.
He can be so acidic.
But will he be sympathetic?
To the paintings on the wall.
Here's an interesting interplay of light and shadow. Not only borrowing from, but actually enhancing the romantic tradition of the old masters, yet infusing it with a bold and modern sense of the abstract. Oh yes, of course, a silver spoon.
Oh, Mr. Blaster, what do you think of this one?
This one? Are you sure, Miss Wormwood?
Yes, it's the latest work by Mortimer Willa Hopper. Have you heard of him?
Yes, he's an obscure relative of Edward Hopper, the famous American landscapist. It's...
The winner of the Groveling Gallery Starving Artist Contest? Oh, Mr. Blaster. Mr. Hopper will be so happy.
I'm sorry, Miss Wormwood, but even I have some remnants of conscience. Will admit it is a pure and perfect painting. Purely devoid of any redeeming value, perfectly free of even a hint of talent. I'm sorry, Miss Wormwood, but I cannot go there, girlfriend.
I want my money back.
Not all your life.
All is not lost. Would it influence your opinion, Mr. Blaster, if I were to tell you that the painter who painted this will soon be dead?
Dead? Well, why didn't you say so? Of course! The painting's quality is not readily apparent to the untrained eye. One must look beyond the obvious clumsiness, the infusion of juvenilism, the blatant disregard for aesthetic standards to see, as it were, the painting beneath the painting.
Oh, Mr. Blaster!
Yes, of course, I see it now. How could I have missed it? This painting is the best, the crown jewel of the entire contest. A spire poking heavenwards through a stagnant pond of mediocrity. This painting is a masterpiece.
Our fair city's most esteemed art critic, Mr. Benjamin Blaster, has an important pronouncement to make. Mr. Blaster.
Thank you, Miss Wormwood, and good evening, fellow Minneapolitans. After carefully examining each and every painting, bringing the vast sum of my experience in dealing with matters aesthetic, my years of discernment, I have decided upon the winner of the Groveling Art Gallery Starving Artist Contest. Ladies and gentlemen, I present Uncle Freddy! A portrait of Frederick Hopper, relative of Mortimer Willowallow Hopper, obscure relative of Edward Hopper, the famous American...
Oh, shut up! Edward Hopper wasn't even a landscapist! And what do you mean Mortimer Hopper has won the contest?
What do you mean, what do you mean?
I mean, what?
Mr. Hopper's painting won because it's the best. If it's any consolation, yours came in a distant second.
But it's representational. Ooh.
Now it's an abstract.
I demand a recount.
There is only one vote that counts, and that vote is mine. The appreciation of art is hardly a democratic process.
No, Mortimer, you weren't kidding. You really did win the contest.
Now will you marry me?
Wait a minute. I was supposed to win the contest, and Gloria was supposed to marry me. This doesn't make any sense. Who wrote this musical?
Tut, old chap. No one likes a sore loser.
But I've never lost anything in my entire life. I don't know what to do.
You could get angry.
Yes.
Ooh, you could get very angry.
Yes.
Angry enough to...
To what?
To challenge Mr. Hopper to something that begins with a D.
And then a U.
And then an E.
You don't have to spell it out for me. Mortimer Willa Hopper, I challenge you to a duet. Me. Ray.
Duel, fool.
Oh, a duel.
What do you mean? You mean a duel?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean? What? Never mind about that. I challenge you to a duel for the honor of art and to the woman I want to marry. Defend yourself, Hopper. On guard!
Can we just, flip a coin?
I have only one thing to say to that. Heads up.
How romantic.
On guard! Your shoelaces untied. A hit! A palpable hit.
You two must be thirsty.
Lemonade? Mr. Hopper.
Ha ha! Don't mind if I do. That's good. Well, kid, I'd love to stick around, see how everything turns out. But I got 2 hot tickets in my pocket. I'm gonna go see Hamlet at the Guttery. See you later. Good night, everybody.
Good night, sweet prince.
Where was I?
You were about to kill Mr. Hart. That.
Oh, him, right! On guard! Say goodbye, Hopper!
Goodbye, Happy.
Not goodbye, Hopper! Just a goodbye.
What?
Stop the duel! We were just at Save the Wall rally and we found out important news.
The Greedy Acreage Agglomeration and the Groveling Art Gallery are one and the same. We looked in the yellow pages. They have the same phone number.
I told you we should have had another line put in. And they have the same acronym. GAG!
Well, that's good. This play needs all the gags it can get.
Not only that, they rigged the Starving Artist Contest.
I knew it!
What?
But the irony is that with the $10,000 prize money, Mortimer can still save the Wawa!
Mortimer, we'll need that $10,000 for our wedding.
I'm afraid there isn't going to be any $10,000 wedding. You see, Mr. Hopper, in order to collect the prize money, you have to be dead. It's in the contract.
knew I should have read that contract.
Is it true, Mr. Blaster?
I'm afraid it's a prerequisite. Living artists are a dime a dozen.
I guess there's no reason to kill you now.
No, but there is a good reason for me to die. Marcia, I hereby name you executor to my estate.
Mortimer, where are you going?
To the 7th floor! Other way! That's how it all happened, Marcia. Found out I'm worth more dead than alive. Just call me George Bailey.
Oh, George Bailey! I mean, Mortimer, surely there's some other way you can save the Wawa.
I'm not just doing this to save the Wawa, Marcia. The contest was rigged. The first time in my life I finally win something. In order to win, I have to die.
I think that's another ironical part.
Yes, I think it is.
Don't jump, Hopper! I still have to talk to you about Gloria.
You can have her, Hardy. She's shallow, self-absorbed, and she's not very nice. You two deserve each other.
Yeah!
Oh, well, thanks.
Well, goodbye.
Wait, Mortimer! I love you!
Has he jumped yet?
Not yet.
Oh, Sylvia, why don't you go?
I am not going out there!
Oh, don't touch a scaredy cat. Get on out there. Okay. Jump, Hopper, jump. You want to save the Wawa, don't you?
Yeah, jump! Hurry up! Get it over with quick!
Say, Mortimer, I've written another poem. It's called Fuck the Bourgeoisie.
Now I think I'll jump.
Would you like to hear it?
Some other time, Larry. I'm kind of busy right now.
Oh, say, Hardy, would you autograph my foot?
Oh, sure.
Mortimer! What are you doing? This is no way for an artist to die. What makes the great apes great?
Adversity!
Now what makes
We've
them...
already done that, Professor.
Hasn't he jumped yet? Come on, Hopper, get it over with. I'm sure it will be a fine example of performance art. I can't wait to get home and tell Theo.
Theo?
I didn't say Theo.
Yes, you did. I heard you say it. I heard him say it, Mortimer. I heard you say Theo.
Theo? Where have I heard that name?
You've never heard that name. I don't know what you're talking about. Now, why don't you...
No, wait a minute. Now I remember. Back in art school, there was a student who kept all to himself. You know, an art school misfit. And all he ever drew were sketches of a stuffed gorilla. Whoa! And every title of every sketch was Theo. But only back then, your name wasn't Benjamin Blaster. No, your name was Oliver Obvioso.
Mr. Hopper, what of it?
Don't you understand? He's representational.
Mr. Blaster, is this true?
Oh, what's the use? He's right. My real name is Oliver Avioso.
It's not real.
So you mean you...
Right. I'm left brain.
Oh, and that means that you...
Right. I don't get it. I don't get art. I look upon the canvas. What is it that I see? A mass of colored shapes, a lock without a key. Everything is so jumbled, topsy-turvy and confused. It's enough to make an art critic thoroughly bemused. Art! Art is art! Can't we begin? Or even start? arts. I go to a museum to try and get a clue. I listen to the folks who say, oh, this will never do. I go to all the galleries and all the right cafes, but they don't even know how to make a good latte. Art! What is art? Is it in the mind or in the heart? Can we see it with the naked eye, or do we wait until we die? What is art? What is art? I go review an opening. There's people drinking wine. The paintings on the wall are really quite divine. They cost a lot of money. There's no denying that. So many starving artists, and the ones in here are fat.
Art is money, man. Art is food. Art is what will treat you rude. It's made out of tin. It's made out of gold. It's made to be bought. It's made to be sold.
But what is it?
What is art?
No, I don't mean rhetorically. I mean really. What is it? How did we get lost in such an abstract jungle? How did we reach such an aesthetic impasse?
Now representational was once sensational expressed. Just one thought. From the caves of France to the late Romance. What you saw is what you got.
But the Impressionism, it caused quite a schism. Oh, they talked of was Renoir. They had the hats for those little dots. It did not make no sense at all.
And then came Picasso. Oh, what an asshole. 2 eyes on one profile. Golly, Miss Molly, Salvador Dali. At least he could make us smile.
And Jackson Pollock, he liked to frolic by throwing paint on the floor. And Campbell Soup, oh, what a coup for Mr. Andy War. Oh,
And so you subtract to make an abstract until there's nothing left but white.
sorry, Mr. Raymond.
Now we've come to where we've started from, and all I can say is good night.
What is art?
See, Mortimer, you don't have to jump anymore.
No, but I do.
Goodbye, Theo!
Shall we? And take him with us.
Hey, Hardy. Your shoe's untied.
Oh, thanks. Oh, touche,
Say, you haven't seen Hardy around here, have you?
Oh, yeah, he's down there.
Oh,
Hey, nice dress.
whatever.
Whoops.
Well, I guess you don't have to worry about me anymore.
No, Professor Bender, no.
Oh.
You see, you only have to worry about falling when you live in the real world. And I haven't lived in the real world for years. Well, got a class to teach.
I didn't live in the real world.
Come on, Mortimer. You're still not thinking of jumping, are you?
Nothing's changed, Marcia. For every Ms. Wormwood that jumps off a building, there's bound to be another one to take her place. For every pretentious hack like Hardy, 5 more will fill his shoes. For every ersatz art critic. Huh. Yes, say you haven't seen my landlord around.
I'm rich!
Looking for someone, Mr. Pennybagger?
Hopper, but they told me you jumped.
Not yet.
Well, go on, get it over with.
Mr. Pennypacker!
Hold those paintings in my basement. I knew being kind and generous to my tenants would pay off someday.
I'm not jumping to make you rich, Mr. Pennypacker. I'm jumping to save the Wawa building.
Wait, Mortimer, you don't have to do that. The Greedy Acreage conglomeration doesn't exist. Everyone in the gang is dead.
That seems a bit anticlimactic.
Oh, Mortimer, the climax has already happened. Now we're in the denouement.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Hey, I won't be jumping off any buildings tonight, Mr. Pennypacker. Maybe next month.
Fine, Hopper, fine. But I've still got all your paintings. And one of these days you will jump. Or you will get absinthe poisoning. Or you will just plain starve to death. And then I'll be rich.
Absinthe poisoning.
Why? I haven't felt this good since I evicted that Section 8 family. Hopper, I don't know why, but I'm going to give you 3 more days to come up with the rent. You hear me, Hopper? 3 days. And then... and then I'll be rich. I'll be rich.
Well, it must be Christmas.
Oh, Mortimer, come on. Let's just go inside.
I looked at my painting tonight in the gallery, Marcia. I looked at it for like the first time. I really don't think I have that much talent.
Mortimer, it doesn't matter how much talent you have. What matters is that you use that talent. Besides, I don't want you to jump.
But I have nothing, no job, no money, no prospects.
Well, you have my love. Isn't that enough?
It isn't that kind of a musical, Marcia. Everything still looks so small from up here. All the little cars and the little streets, the little splattered body parts.
I still think it has something to do with perspective.
I think you are right.
Yeah?
Yeah. Maybe it's time I look at everything from a new perspective.
Yeah!
So what if I don't have any talent?
Yeah!
Maybe someday I will have talent. Maybe someday I'll paint the best painting in the world. Yeah! And up until then, my problems aren't that awful. Not really. Besides, if I didn't have problems, I wouldn't have anything.
You'd still have me.
Could you really love someone like me, Marcia? Just an artist? Just an artist in trouble?
Oh, Mortimer. No. Wow.
Yeah. Hopper.